What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today it is time to translate the entire 3.13 update. There's a lot of stuff that obviously a lot of us were expecting, and also some stuff we didn't expect to see. So let's just get straight into it. I have to say, though, it's great to see that this is finally coming. I mean, better late than never, I guess is the saying, right? But I do have a feeling Legends is probably pushing Akatsuki to be like, okay, we can't just go over the name anymore. So without further ado, let's translate a lot of stuff. Lots of summon stuff, lots of, you know, UI changes and everything. Let's get straight into it. So first off, let's go just into the news real quick, right? First off is, of course, the gacha, like, changes. They changed everything with the gachas, okay? So literally this reads gacha renewal, okay? So gacha renewal is the renewal of the animations, what they mean, everything. And we see everything from Vegetto transformations to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, you name it. It is, I'll tell you about it a little bit later when we get actually into the summons. This is gonna be friend summons, nothing special or anything like that. You guys now, everyone in their box to guess kind of celebrate this is that there are 7 tickets that you can use on an SR or higher banner. The LRs are in there. I got lucky enough actually to pull Majin Vegetto off of my first one if you follow me on Twitter. So I was able to pull him, which was really nice. But on my side account, I got nothing but Super Saiyan animations and SRs. So, you know, luck. That's what gacha games are, right? And then you also get a guaranteed SSR ticket on the banner as well. Again, that also has the LRs in there. But, you know, other than that, the more the banner is gone, it's gone. Or once you've used up all your tickets, essentially, they're not giving us more tickets or anything like that. So just use your tickets, boom, you're done. Okay? No need to hold on to them, essentially. Okay? This has nothing to do with any of that 77, you know, people that you're trying to pull from in terms of the V-Jump stuff that I translated earlier in the month. So that stuff is all when the Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, you know, celebration thing is coming. So that stuff will come along later. This is just simply like, hey, we changed a lot of stuff. Here's some tickets to show you what it does. So that's basically it. So next is going to be the fact that you can now sell up to 99 characters when it comes to selling things or trade in certain things. In terms of characters in the Baba Shop, support items and the training items and the medals, those can actually go more, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how many. I think up to 999. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I believe it is 999 when it comes to those, but characters themselves are still up to 99, which is pretty nice. So that's pretty cool right there. Number 3 right here is the fact that the friend system has changed. It's had quite an overhaul. So this first one right here is all about friend characters and just trying to filter them out. So you see the katakana right there, filter. Okay, so I did a little bit of video on this, and when they posted it on Twitter and everything, it's essentially what you're able to do. And again, I'll show this in a minute here. You're able to go into an event and you can filter out the friends that you can find. Now, it does not mean though, and I kind of called this, that you are still gonna have problems finding certain leaders, right? If I filter everything out except for Extreme STR, but maybe within the pool of people that I am looking at for friends, I'm only gonna find maybe an LR Broly or something like that. Or in the worst case scenario, you're not gonna find any Extreme STR units at all, and you're just going to simply get something like, hey, you can't find any, essentially, right? Or if you do the category, right? If I said Extreme STR and I wanted it in the Realm of Gods category, try and find a Rosé friend or something like that. It will also show any other Extreme STRs that might happen to be a leader for some people in that regard right there. So just keep that in mind that if you need to, you would still need to go into the event, back out to reset the pool essentially, and you'll be able to find different guests and everything. Your friends on the, you know, are basically gonna stay the same, but instead of the pool for those particular guests that show up sometimes, you might, you know, you'll have to do that a few times, unfortunately. It is nice that we can filter at least, but at the same time, it doesn't fix the core problem right there. So just keep that in mind for anyone that was hoping that, oh, I can officially find any single friend I want to find now, right? You'll still have to contact friends probably to say, hey, can you set this for me real quick? Just so I can go ahead and do that. So next is that they updated the amount of friends that you can have in your friends list. So beforehand it was 70, now it's 100. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. Next is setting the friend support. So this is the friend that your friends will see essentially. So if I set, for example, LR Goku, then I can still go into the game. I can use my other teams and in their events and everything like that, and then have, like, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta or something like that as my leader of another team. But the LR Goku is still going to be the one that my friends personally see, and if they need to use him, then they can, or if they need to contact me like, hey, can you set this real quick? I can set it to something else, and they can go about that. And again, I'll show you that in just a second here. Okay, next is going to be the list scrolling. So this is a little bit of a weird one, but essentially, apparently the scrolling is a little faster, slash it's a little bit more responsive, I guess, in terms of when you're on the character screen. So I did notice this, like, beforehand I'd have to scroll and, it'd be like really kind of slow. Now it's just like you touch it once to scroll down and it goes zoom. So again, I'll show you that in a second here. Next one is having to do with changing the teams. If you go into the team section where you can go ahead and obviously change your teams and everything like that, when you start looking at filters and going to the top and everything like that, then you'll see little things that indicate that, oh, you're using this or not using this. It's just basic. It's a lot of little changes, essentially. Nothing that's like, oh my gosh type of thing. But that's essentially what it is. Dokkan Battlefield, it's getting some changes. Doesn't really necessarily, it doesn't say exactly what it is, but it literally just said changes are coming. Again, not really sure what that is, so we'll have to wait and see for what that potentially could be. Let's see here. Tarasu. Yeah, this is basically just more UI changes, essentially. Passive skill. Oh, nothing really changed there, essentially. But basically some UI changes is all that's really been happening here. And then this just says other little things, essentially. Sono means like other, essentially, or basically it refers to that, but it doesn't refer to it as close to you, so it refers to that over there. And then for other information, if you hit this little link right here, it'll take you over to the Twitter page, which, funny enough, at the moment of this recording, doesn't actually show up. It simply shows that there's an update going in process, and you're just like, oh, well, you guys haven't actually updated this yourself. So maybe by the time you guys are seeing this video and you tap that link, it will take you into the Twitter page and it'll show you extra stuff, but it's probably just going to repeat exactly what I just told you there. So those are all of the big changes in terms of what we found. So let's go check them out and see exactly what we're supposed to do. So first off, let's go into the team stuff here. Lots of stuff that we can do in the teams and everything like that. So up here in the top right corner, if I tap on this, I can go ahead and set a friend if I want to. So let's see, I'll go from my LR, or basically an LR. I'll go from my Vegetto Blue and I will set my SSJ3 Bardock. Why not? Let's just set him for right there right now. And if you are a friend of mine and you see me on your friends list, then guess what? You're going to see SSJ3 Bardock no matter what. And I can just leave Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta there. No pain, no gain, essentially. So that's actually pretty nice that we can go ahead and do that. In terms of switching guys out and everything like that, it doesn't really do much else difference there. Now, if I go into here and I say, oh, I want to filter something, and I want to say, oh, no STR cards, oh, notice how down here it says filter on, so it's telling you, it literally tells you that, hey, your filter is on. So if you're going around and wondering like, oh, why can't I see like my agility cards, or why can't I find this certain card no matter how many times I scroll through it, that's because you can just look down here and be like, oh, the filter's on, essentially. So nothing else is really happening. That's the reason. If I go back to basically playing, then boom, I'm good to go. Nothing else really special there. So other than that, though, that's basically in terms of the team parts. If you go into the character part and I just kind of scroll like this, notice how it's a little faster like that. So it definitely like kind of like lags. It not really lagging, I guess. It more kind of like drags a little bit. Like it'll go down and it's like, oh, I'm gonna slowly stop and then go there. So I don't know. It's kind of noticeable, I guess. Some people are probably gonna notice it. Some people probably aren't. Kind of hard to say on that. But anyway, nothing's really changed in terms of those filters right there. The next big one that I want to go into, I'm going to go into how to like sell things and how that's been updated here in a minute here. I want to go into the summon animation on the friends. So here we go. Nothing's changed in terms of what cards are in here, but notice the summon animation, right? We got a Goku. He's flying in. He's going to go in here. If I swipe it down, still the same animation, right? You still get Bye Guys, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. You even get a Super Saiyan God and a Super Saiyan Blue apparently now. No one's seen the Super Saiyan Blue animation yet. I've seen God on D-Freeze video and Truce stream, so that is definitely plausible. I've definitely seen it, but I have not seen Super Saiyan Blue yet. So if you do, send me a video of it. I want to see a video of it. That'd be really cool. I'll do one more here just to kind of show you guys to see if we can get something else besides just Goku flying. All right, we got Gohan and Krillin this time. Apparently, if you get Vegeta flying next to Goku, you do have a chance of them fusing to become either Super Vegetto or Vegetto Blue. Those, as of right now, from what we can see, are guaranteed LR summons, okay? So now, that doesn't mean that you won't get you don't have a very lucky chance of getting an LR and another summon animation or anything like that. But if you see those happen in a summon and you know there are LRs in the banner, you will also get an LR, okay? It doesn't guarantee like multiple LRs or anything like that, but it does guarantee an LR. In fact, I got one when I got my Vegeta from those ticket summons, essentially, okay? And then there are also certain rare cards in the stone summons that if you pull them up, again, you can probably find these on the Reddit. I can't really find those pictures at the moment right now. If I happen to before I release this video, then I'll have them. But anyway, essentially what happens is it kind of does this Legends thing where it'll start to see the shadow of the rare, the SR or whatever like that. I think it's mostly rares right now. And then it will like swap over old TV screen mode essentially, and it will give you the SSR, and it, can, I guess, so far I've seen only LRs happen like that, but I guess it potentially could be normal SSRs. I'm not guaranteed on that. Again, we're going to take some time probably to figure out all these new summon animations, so that's just something to keep in mind right there. But yeah, that's pretty cool right there, all the summon animations. Now this is the big one right here. If I want to go into height it, which means all these, I can now sell up to 99 characters in terms of this, which is really nice, just going all the way down. I won't do them all right here, but basically you guys get the idea, right? I've gotten 30 characters right now. I can go ahead and sell them all, and that's basically all you can do. If you go into the Baba shop as well, then if you want to sell a character, for example, so if I go into characters here and I start, tapping these guys and everything, if you happen to have an SSR in here, it'll actually do like this huge red line across at the top here saying like, warning, warning, there's an SSR. Are you sure you want to Baba it essentially? So I'm not going to Baba a couple of rares because I only get 2 Baba points, but essentially that's the same thing. If I go back here and I'm going to go to my medals for a second, because I always get a ton of these Babas here, I can actually do this and I can go all the way up, yeah, basically to 999 if I wanted to. I'm not going to Baba all these Babas, but, or Babas, I guess, technically, but whatever. I don't know, we'll do 50, 62, sure, why not? And I can go ahead to, hey, 62 Baba points. That's pretty cool right there. Same thing with the support items if I wanted to. Like, for example, I've got way too many Senzu beans. So I go ahead and do this right here. Boom! Oh, hey, would you look at that? I got 720 Baba points. So cool. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So really cool right there on the Baba shop stuff. Long overdue, but definitely a step in the right direction nonetheless. So, other than that, I think that's basically all the information update stuff, I think. I'll go back in and check it real quick. Again, this is the banner down here. Again, this is only around until the 7th of July, essentially. Again, once you use the tickets, they're gone. They're not giving us more tickets or anything like that. The LRs, as it says right here, they're all in here. Funny enough, Vegeta, Vegeta is in here. Okay, I thought I saw something about Vegeta not being in there, but then I got him, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, so those ticket banners are around. Again, it's just simply to celebrate the new animations and all that fun stuff. It's basically the same thing that Legends does, and so, you can definitely tell they took a lot of inspiration from Legends, so we can give them some credit, but at the same time, it's just like, oh, okay. So, other than that, though, friend filter. Oh, that was one thing I forgot to show you guys. So, if I go into an event, okay, so I'm just going to go into Boss Rush, go into Boss Rush 5, and I want to look for a friend, okay? As of right now, nothing looks different, right? If I hit this button down here, I can refresh it, nothing's really changing, right? It's just refreshing within that set of friends and guests that are there already for that, okay? If I go to filter now I can filter by type and by category. So if I want to find an extreme tech, I can do this, filter to extreme tech, and hey, I'm actually finding a decent amount here. So, and then I can refresh it and things like that. Let's see if we can get really crazy. How about an extreme physical unit? Let's try to see. Oh, wow, we're actually finding, wow, I'm impressed. All right. So we can refresh it here all we want. But what you're going to find, though, is that maybe if you're not finding somebody that you want, let's see, for example, extreme tech. Oh, wow, we're actually finding a decent amount. But as you see here, though, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of those. So Toshi, Hanta, Levi, and KSO 111. If I refresh it a bunch of here, so just like that, basically, yep, Toshi, Hata, Levi, yep, it's exact same guys, essentially, okay? So it's still within that same pool, so if you're lucky enough, then maybe that they did update that. But let's try something really crazy. Let's see if we can find who is a category boss that we do not really see at all. Oh, how about, okay, we have to try this, right? We have to try finding a San. Oh, wow, we found one Gohan, and that's basically it. So, 2 Gohans. Okay, so as you can see right there, I picked half-breed Sans, and it doesn't just bring up the leader, it brings up anyone potentially in that category that someone would have set as a friend, so that's essentially what it does. So the filter is nice, do not get me wrong, the filter is a great step in the right direction. It's just that if you are not finding somebody, though, because I'm sure someone's going to go in here and be like, well, I tried to find this friend and it wasn't really working, then you're going to have to go in to the event, back out, and hopefully that resets in terms of the guest pool right there. I'm really trying to think of some friend. Oh, okay, I got it. Tapion. No one ever finds Tapions anymore. Giant category. Where are you? Super Saiyan 3. Giant category. Here we go. Nothing. Yep. Okay, so see, like I said, that right there, it doesn't, it's not perfect. So I tried to find a Giants category. Wasn't going to work. A low-class Saiyan. Oh, I'm actually, oh, duh, because Turtles and LR Bardock on there, that's why. All right, but anyway, so that's how the filter works, guys, in terms of finding friends and everything like that. It's gonna help a lot. It definitely is. It just kind of sucks that they weren't able to fix the thing. It's just like, couldn't you at least have set one predetermined friend, no matter what type you're looking for, or the main leader of that, essentially? That would have been really nice, so just saying. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, as always. A lot of big updates and everything like that. Let me know all your summons and everything like that. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. We'll have to see. So, in terms of Super Saiyan 4 Power Goku, we'll be seeing that next week, because like I said, set on the 1st of July is when a lot of this stuff is going away, and we'll have to see what's going to happen next. By the way, there is some stuff saying, or some people going around, or some people saying like, oh, when you actually translate or when you use Google Translate to translate the V-Jump thing to show when is, potentially when is Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku coming out. For some reason, it says July 4th, but there's no indication in the kanji or the letters or anything like that saying July 4th in there. It simply says Nanagatsu. So I don't know why. I even tried this myself. I posted on Twitter and everything, where it shows when I just highlighted the translations via Google Translate on my phone, and it said, hey, it's coming July 4th. For some reason, I'm looking at this, I'm like, there is no kanji, no indication of the 4th day of the month of July. So it's sometime in July. July 4th could potentially be it, but for some reason, Google Translate's pulling 4 out of its butt, so I'm not really sure what's going on. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below on the updates and everything down in the comments below. As always, leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.